Hi everyone, this is James Cruz sharing poems of healing and hope with you. So today's poem is called A Dervish of Leaves by Ted Kooser, who also happens to be one of my old teachers and friends. And this poem is from my new anthology called How to Love the World, Poems of Gratitude and Hope. And I'm really excited to bring that out later on this month. So I wanted to share this poem today because Ted Kooser is a master of capturing just a small moment in time. And he offers us a way to hold on to a moment of delight or joy in this poem when we're feeling a little bit down or a little bit depressed. And I think it's an invitation to look for more and more of those small moments in our lives. I don't suggest that instances like these can cure us from any sort of serious depression or anything that would require serious help, but I do believe that noticing moments like these can help build up our hope muscle and can keep us going throughout some of the days which just are naturally going to feel heavier, sadder, and more sorrowful for a lot of us during the pandemic. So this poem, again, is A Dervish of Leaves by Ted Kooser. Sometimes when I'm sad, the dead leaves in the bed of my pickup get up on their own and start dancing. I'll be driving along, glance up at the mirror, and there they'll be, swirling and bowing their flying skirts, brushing the back window, not putting a hand on the top of the cab to steady themselves, but daringly leaning out over the box, making fun of the fence posts we're passing who have never left home, teasing the rocks rolled away into the ditches, leaves light in their slippers, dancing around in the back of my truck, tossing their cares to the wind, sometimes when I'm down in my heart. So I love this poem for many different reasons. The active verbs, the playful words that he's using, swirling, dancing, bowing, light in their slippers. But also that final phrase that he uses in the last line, down in my heart. It's another way of saying a bit sad or a little depressed, kind of an older expression, but it feels very accurate to me because it describes the way I think that sometimes sorrow and joy can coexist in the same moment, that you can find delight even in the moment of feeling your grief, or even laugh when you're grieving or mourning someone that you've loved. And that down in my heart, just the image of that almost feels like slipping into a more sacred place in the body and a more honest place where you're able to just feel it all and hold everything at once. And I think that's sort of the best we can hope for, especially on certain days and at times like this. To be down in our heart maybe is not such a terrible thing after all. Maybe it's just a more accurate and in touch way of living through these very difficult times. So perhaps this poem can invite you to find your own moment of whimsy or delight in your day, even if it's just seeing some leaves swirl up and dance around, or watching something in nature, or seeing the way a child interacts with the world. Any moment of lightness that can lift us for just an instant out of what feels so heavy. So I want to thank you all for listening. Hope you stay safe and well.